As you might have seen on the internet lately, Shadow and Bone was canceled lately by Netflix, which means there's no season 3. I'm a little bit devastated. I was one of those people who actually made a video about how bad season 2 was. You can watch it up here. I just go very deeply into why it was bad and what they should have done and what they shouldn't have done. But them getting canceled, it struck deep. I don't even know if that means anything, but it was bad. It hurt a little bit. So I'm pretty sure that as fans of this show, or just the Grishaverse in general, most of us mostly cared about the crows. And according to Lee Bardugo, we're not going to get a crows show either. Right after season 2 came out, I think we heard of a rumor, or most likely a promise, of getting a spin-off of the crows, which everyone kind of knew that we were gonna love it more. So I might not be a lot sad about Shadow and Bone getting canceled, but I am a lot devastated about the spin-off getting canceled. Even though I liked where they were going with the King of Scars duology. But anyways, it's canceled. The reason? Well, they say that season 2 had a very bad dropout of their views compared to season 1, which means that a lot of people that watched season 1 didn't come back to watch season 2. I read an article that said, the reason for that is probably because of the long wait that we had to do for season 2. Essentially just blaming the strikes, problems that happened within the film industry, and not how shitty season 2 actually was, which is my problem, and we're gonna talk about that. I'm pretty sure Netflix has canceled this show just because they didn't make enough money about it, but never going to any one of the writers and just be like, why did you fuck up the show? But even then, I was having high hopes for season 3 because lately showrunners actually listen to the fans and what they want. So essentially they were like, okay, in season 3 we're going to be more loyal to the books, which is not going to happen anymore. But the thing with Netflix is that even when something's going good, they still cancel it. But now they were like, season 2 had a dropout, so canceling, I guess. While Shadow and Bone has a very big fan base, but their problem was they didn't stay loyal to the books. The thing with Shadow and Bone is that it's not a franchise that you're going to just debut to people and be like, here's a fantasy series. No. I want to say about 90% of the people who watched that show were readers, because we were there. That's why we have loved those books for so many years, and their problem was that they were trying to change it, and for so many reasons, so many readers just didn't want to watch season 2. And that's why you got sucked out. Not because of strikes or us having to wait or any of those things. I think it was such a huge loss for us all because the cast in this was amazing. So a huge thank you to the cast because they brought to life our most beloved characters in fiction, and they were just amazing. And even if there are more books out in the Grishaverse, I am always going to picture them as these casts because they were just perfect. I cannot forget the day I saw the castings for Wylan and Nikolai. I was over the moon. I was so excited and curious to see especially who Wylan is, and I was so struck because Oh my god, he was just so perfect. Same goes with Nikolai and all of the other cast members. Just amazing. And I remember one time I mentioned Jack Wilde, the actor for Wyland Anik, in my story on Instagram, and he saw my story. I don't know. I do have a screenshot of it, but oh my god, those were the days. This show and this cast has given me something that I will never probably forget, because these characters just mean a lot to me, and I'm sure the same goes with, a lot of the fans out there. That's why they have started a petition that you can sign so easily and hopefully save the show. I will link it down below in the description box, so you can just go check it out. And also you can just share the link to the other fans so they can sign it as well, and we can save the show. But let's talk about what would happen if the show was actually saved. I'm not sure Netflix would renew it, because that's just not how these things usually go on Netflix. Even if we get saved, it's going to be picked up by another company, which I'm totally okay with if that happens, because Netflix hasn't been really good, especially with the fandoms. They just don't care. They only, I don't know. They just want to make everything physically appealing. They're just like, oh, go make money. And if you can't make money, enough for me at least, you're fucking canceled. I will be happy if Shadow and Bone is picked up by another company that hopefully cares more about this show. And the books, of course. That's it. I don't want to ramble on so much about it that I bore you, but please subscribe if you've made it this far, and if you just generally enjoy my content, and please give this video a thumbs up because it helps me a lot. And I will see you in another video very soon next week. Bye.